welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today, we've got an Age of Sigmar battle report, and today I'm going to be playing with my cities of Sigmar, my beloved Scourge Privateers, versus my mate Jed, who's brought along his clan Pestilens Skaven. We're going to be playing a 2,000 point game using the Contest of Generals battle pack. This is the battle pack that is found inside the core rules. This doesn't contain any of the current monster rules that you will see outside of the General's Handbook, and this will also contain a couple of separate battle plans, all of which are found in the core rulebook. Today, we're going to be playing the scenario called Rising Power. There are two objectives, one in each corner of the map, and then there's also three across the center, which are randomly determined to have one of them count as the primary objective and count as two objectives for that turn. With that said, let's get cracking on and let's go check out the armies. So here we have 1990 points of Cities of Sigmar. We're playing in the Anvil Guard sub-faction, and our general is going to be the Blackout Fleetmaster, the Lockheed Fellheart model there. He's going to have the Black Fang Crime Lord command trait. This is going to give us both the extra D3 command points in the first battle round and the extra Drake Blood Curse for one of those Charybdises. And then he's going to also have the Arcane Tome and the spell Shadow Daggers. We've then got a command entourage in our army as well. This is going to give us a second artifact. So one of our sorceresses, this one here at the front, she's going to have the Drake Scale Cloak and Vitriolic Spray. She's also going to be our General's Adjutant. And then our other sorceress is going to have Amulet of Destiny and the spell Levitate. Our General's Honoured Retinue will be the unit of 10 Combat Corsairs here. And then for the rest of the army, we've got 10 of the Dread Spears. We've got 3 units of 10 Corsairs, another lot, 2 units of 30 Corsairs, 4 Chariots, 2 Charybdis. The orange one will have Jutting Bones, and the green one will have Fell Gaze. Alrighty, so here we have 1940 points of Skaven Pestilens. So for starters, you got your General. He's going to have Flaming Weapons. Then you got the Liberty Bonicus as an artifact on this one here with the Rat Ogre at the back, and your other one just as normal. And other than that, it's really just your army, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. So yeah, 3 of 20 Plague Monks, 2 of 10, and Sense Bearers.
Yeah, yep. And then your 2 Plague Claw Catapults. Lovely. You're going to get the triumph for the game. Before we get into today's video, we'd like to give a special thanks to our channel sponsors. First of all, to Mithras Games, who provides us with all our amazing game mats for the channel. Terrainheim, who provides us with MDF terrain and the amazing trackers you see in games like Warhammer Age of Sigmar on the channel. The Dice Guy for supplying us with amazing dice, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain for supplying us with fantastic 3D printed terrain at an affordable price. Thank you all for your support on the channel. If you'd like to go and have a look at any of these companies, we'll leave links to all 4 of them down in the description of the video. And so armies are down on the table deployed. Battlefield looking like this. So with the start, we've got the Chariots on this flank. We've then got our big unit of Combat Corsairs with the Charybdis with Fellgaze behind them. The other Charybdis with Jutting Bones out at the front. More Corsairs with crossbows, and then our Honoured Retinue back here with our General Fleetmaster. We also have a Fleetmaster and a Sorceress back here. Our General's Adjutant over here. The Dread Spears behind them. And then got the big unit of Shooting Corsairs, more Combat Corsairs, and 2 Chariots on the other flank. For the Skaven, we've got a Plague Furnace with a bunch of Plague Monks around it. The Vermin Lord up on top of the tower with the Plague Claw Catapults, more Plague Monks all surrounding on the other side of the other Plague Furnace, and some Plague Sensor Bearers down at the backfield. That said, it's time for the first turn. Skaven have elected to go first in the battle round. That means Cities of Sigmar will roll a dice on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An objective is worth 2 points this round. So, center one. It's worth 2 points for the round. Right, so hero phase, Skaven, who's generating the command point?
The Vermin Lord.
Vermin Lord, lovely, on a 4+. Does not. My general will try and generate one on a 4+ for heroic leadership as well. I do. So, battle tactic for the turn, you've gone with seize the center. You need the most models within 6 inches of the center at the end of the turn. Magic-wise, Vermin Lord just going to do a Mystic Shield on himself. It goes off on a 9. I'll try and dispel it. So I need a 10 to dispel. Nope, so he's got Mystic Shield. So, prayers, you're just going to do the Pestilens with that one. 6, so you get a Great Plague straight away. I'm assuming you're going for the reroll plagues now.
Yep.
Cool. And then you've got the filth.
Something like that, yep.
Oh, that was so almost a 6 as well. That goes off as well. And so with that, that's the hero phase done for the Skaven. So they're going to go into movement, and we'll come back after it's all done. Alrighty, so movement all done. The Skaven army pretty much just across the board moves up the plague sense bearers, jump through the little portal there, coming to threaten my chariots. With that said, that is all the movement done. So time for some Skaven shooting. Yeah. So the first catapult there is going to shoot my big unit of shooting corsairs. So I'm going to use all that defense. So you're hitting on a 2+. Hits. Wounding on a 3. Wounds.
So 2d6.
So I've got a 5-up save first.
Yep.
So I'm currently +2. I get +1 to verse for shooting, +1 from all out defense. And then you're -2 on my base 5 save. So 5 up. I saved it. Alright, next catapult, same target.
Yep.
Cool. It hits. 3 to wound. Wounds. 5-up save again. Saved again. Oh. And so that will be it for the Skaven turn. No charges to declare. You're going to control more objectives quite easily because you control 4 of them out of the 5, including the one that counts as 2. And you do get your battle tactic for Seize the Center. So 5 victory points for the Skaven end of their turn 1. Time for turn 1 for Cities of Sigmar. So I am going to try and generate a command point with my adjutant on a 4+. I do not. And then heroic actions for the turn. We're going to go with heroic leadership with the general on another 4+. We get that again. And so your heroic action for the turn.
What's the command point?
Your command point with the Vermin Nope. And so time for magic. Alrighty, so we're going to start with this sorceress. She's going to go Word of Pain on that unit of Plague Monks there. Sap Strength, she will go with her one. She's the one that's going to use Sap Strength. So that goes off on an 8. You can try and dispel that.
Yeah.
Stopped on a 9. She will then go Word of Pain on unit of we'll go on the Plague Furnace here. Word of Pain. 5, that does not go off. And then our general here will cast Mystic Shield on the Charybdis, which goes off on an 11. So that is that. Alright, so Scourge Privateers, the Cities of Sigmar, everything pretty much moves up. We just keep our line of defense in between these nice 2 little rock formations with our shooting guys behind. Other than that, it's time for the shooting phase though. Let's get it going. So we're going to start by shooting the Plague Furnace. We'll go with the first one of the chariots with his crossbows, hitting on 5s, misses with everything. And then he's got his Ravager Harpoon hitting on 3s, misses with them as well. Wow. Second chariot behind there going with his crossbows, hits once, wounds on a 4, 1 wound, no rends.
4 up.
No, so take, and then your 5-up ward. No, takes 1. And the Ravager Harpoon from the second chariot. Both hit. 1 wound, so 1 at round 1.
5.
And D3 damage. For 3, so 3 ward saves. Takes 2.
So 3.
Right, so 2 of these Corsairs are in range of the Sensor Bearers, so we'll shoot with them first. They need 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. 3 wounds on the Sensor Bearers.
Give me a second, I don't know that. So got 6.
So 6-up saves on the Sensor Bearers. No, so 3 go down. So what I'll do is I'll put my remaining crossbows into them, and my 2 Ravager Harpoons will go into that. So crossbows from the first one hits on 5s, and wounds on 4s. Nothing. Crossbow from the second one completely misses. So now we've just got 2 Ravager Harpoons into the furnace. That's going to be D3 mortals, but the rest hit, and 3s to wound. So 2 armor saves at -1.
2 5s.
Save 1, and then so it's 2d3 damage. D3 mortals plus D3 damage for 6 damage. Ouch. So 6 5-up wards on your Plague Furnace. That's not bad. 4. So this unit of Corsairs will shoot the Plague Monks. We're going to use all-out attack, so we'll be on 4 to hit. And 4 to wound. So it'll be 4 armor saves on the Plague Monks.
No rend?
No rend on these.
Yeah. Just 6s.
So 6 up saves on the Plague Monks. Save 1, so 3 go down. Other than that, it's time for some charges. So we'll start with the Charybdis here. He's going to charge with an 11, so he's quite easily in. We'll charge with a... No, we'll leave the Combat Corsairs there. We're quite happy not charging there at the moment. Another charges will charge with a chariot over here for 5, so 1 chariot in. You will have to take a deadly terrain test for your Norhole. He's fine. And the other chariot will charge just cause. Moving up. And a deadly terrain check for that chariot. Alright, so this is the Charybdis with jutting bones, so just D3 mortal wounds when he charges for 1, so 1 dead Plague Monk. And monster reaction, he's going to stomp those Plague Monks, so on a 2+. He does another D3 mortals. How many did we roll? 2. 2 more. And then we will go with the chariot first. So hitting back, because they did die from his within range. 1 mortal wound, correct?
Yep.
So chariot number 1 here attacking the Plague Centaurs. Hits once with the crew. Doesn't wound. Horses, 4s. 3 hits. And 5s. 3 wounds from the horses. So 3 6-up saves. Should kill them. Yep. Gets rid of the Plague Centaurs. Horses crush them under the hoof. So, Plague Monks are going to attack back into the Charybdis.
3s.
And then 4s to wounds, exploding on 6s. No explodes, but 3. All-out defense is going to mean I've got a 3-up save, which I failed 2 of. Takes me down to 3. Wow, good job, Charybdis. Alrighty, so we're going to attack. We've got our Famed Maws and Tentacles, 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2, these are Ren 1, damage 2, so that's just all of them dead. Now, end of the combat phase, because he killed a model, he gets to heal D3 wounds.
Cool.
Heals 1, goes to 2.
I'm just going to roll to get you back.
Yep, and then try and get you back.
No.
Alrighty, so Cities of Sigmar will score 5 points as well, control more objectives. Did my conquer for the battle tactics, so get my full 5 points. Priority for turn 2. Cities, got a 4. Skaven, got a 3. Oh, I got a 5 actually, but whatever. Cities are going to take it. I'm going to punch some Skaven in the teeth. Alright, so I'm going to pick Caesar Center for the battle tactic for Cities of Sigmar this turn. And then we will go with a... What are we going to do? Yeah, we'll generate a command point with our Fleet Master up here. Actually, we'll do it with the Fleet Master over here. So, on a 4+, he does get Heroic Leadership. So, it goes on the Fleet Master here. So, you're going to try and do Heroic Recovery. So, 2d6. You're going to roll below your Bravery of the Plague Furnace. 9. Ooh.
I don't know what it is.
And so, heals D3 with the Plague Furnace. For 1. Alright, so into magic, we're going to go with Word of Pain with the Sorceress here into that Plague Furnace. 7 will not go off. She does need an 8 to cast it, so fails. Should have sacrificed. He'll go Mystic Shield on the Charybdis. Gets it on a 6. I've got 1 more spell to come out of her, which will be a minus to hit. And then I've got the Sap Strength. We'll put it on your other Plague Furnace. Goes off on a 10. You can try and dispel it if you want. Need 11. No. So here's -1 to hit now.
Cool.
Adjutant will try and generate a command point on a 4+. She does not. So that'll be into movement for the Cities of Sigmar. Totally forgot as well. Roll the dice, please, mate. On a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which one counts as 2 objectives? 5, 6. This one counts as 2 for the turn. Alrighty, so all these cities have moved up. We've got the combat corsairs made way for the Charybdis over here. More corsairs moving in the centre. We've got our line with the shooting corsairs all coming into range of that plague furnace, and the chariots start going down the flank there. So it's time for some shooting. So we will chariot number 1, going to shoot the plague furnace, hitting on 5s. Misses with all its crossbows, then 2 Ravager harpoons on 3s, both hit, and wounding on 3s, both wounds. So 2 at -1.
So 5s.
Save 1, fail 1. So D3 damage for 1. So 5 up ward. No, takes 1. Other chariot will shoot as well. So 5s to hit, hits 3 times with its crossbows. 4s to wound. 2 wounds, no rend on these.
No, 4s.
Save both. Ravager harpoons from the second chariot. Both hit. Both wound 2 at -1.
4s.
No, and 2d3 damage. For 2. Just for 2.
4s.
I'll take 1. Alrighty, so we'll start with 3 corsairs here that are in range of those plague monks. So they're hitting on 5s. And wounding on 4s, nothing from them. Then going into the other unit in front of them, the champion will hit both times. And the rest of the unit, when I can pick up all the dice I need, will hit on 5s. And wound on 4s. So it is 4 armor saves on the plague monks. A unit of 10. 6 up.
6s.
Right, so 4 go down. So I'm going to shoot with this big unit of corsairs at that plague furnace. You're going to use all that defense. So I'm hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. Alright, and so 3 up saves on the plague furnace, thanks to all that defense. Oh, that's actually a really good roll. Only failed 2, 5 up wards. Wow. No, takes 2 though. So both chariots are then going to shoot at him. So the first one with its crossbows hitting on 5s, nothing. The second one's crossbows, 2 hits, 2 wounds, so 2 armor saves, 3 up still because you still got your all-out defense up. Fail both, 2 5 up wards. Pass 1, fail 1, so take another. And then 2 lots of Ravager harpoons from both chariots. 2 hits. No wounds. So just that extra 1. And with that, it's charges. So we're going to go with the Charybdis here in the center. 7, so he'll easily get in. Bang. We'll charge with our other Charybdis here. 9. And we'll charge with the combat corsairs for 9 as well. And so that'll be it for charges. End of the charge. We do D3 mortal wounds from jutting bones for 2 mortal wounds on the plague monks. And then you try and do your mortal wounds back to me when you die. Nope. And once this rampages now, I'm going to try and stomp that unit there on a 2 up. I do. So D3 for 3 of those plague monks die. And then 3 dice. Do a mortal wound back. And then he's going to attempt to roar at the furnace, which he does, so no command abilities for the furnace. Alright, so we're going to use a command point for heroic leadership, meaning we don't have to spend 1, stay at our 2. And use at them you curs to give +1 attack to all weapon profiles on that Corsair unit. So 2 Corsairs into the Plague Monks, the rest of them that can fighting the furnace. So into the Plague Monks we are 3s and 4s. And then the other weapon profile is 3s and 5s. So 4 wounds into the Plague Monks, 6 up save. So So 4 dead Plague Monks. And Plague Monks, see if they do anything. That'll kill 2 Corsairs in retaliation. Alrighty, so Corsairs into the Plague Furnace. We first of all are 3s to hit. And 4s to wound with this weapon. So, wounds first. And then second weapon, 3s to hit. And 5s to wound. So this many saves on your furnace. No rends, so 4 up. And then a 5 up ward.
4 there. 2.
Oh yeah, 4, sorry.
Yep.
5 up ward. Take 3.
3. Too bad.
Alright, so swinging the 3-inch weapon into the Charybdis and everything else into the Corsairs.
Yep.
So the big bell on a 2 up. Oh, just. So it does D3 plus 2 wounds now for its mortals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so D3. And so 4 mortals. Alright, and so first of all he's floated Staff into the Corsairs.
4. Yep.
And wounds on a 3, I believe.
Nope.
Nope. And so the blades.
4s.
That's not bad.
Not bad. 4s again. 1.
1. Now this will be a 5 up save on the Corsairs. Failed, so another dead Corsair.
D6 attacks with the wheels.
5, decent.
So it's bracketed.
So hitting on a 4 with the blades. 4 hits, once again, decent with your hitting.
3s.
3s to wounds. 2.
2.
Rend 1 on these, isn't it?
Yeah, Rend 1.
Yeah, so 6 up saves. No, another 2 Corsairs go down. So, Charybdis here will put all its attacks into the Plague Monk, so the Fang Tentacle Maw will hit on 4s, hits twice, wounding on 3s, both wounds, -1, damage 2 apiece, so it's 4 dead.
I'll try and get you back.
And so on 6s, they do mortal wounds back, 1 mortal wound back to me. So D6 attacks from a spiked tail for 1, doesn't even hit. The clawed forelimbs on 3s, and 3s 2 more dead, because they just ran 1, damage 1. And the handlers, 1 hit, and 1 wound, so 1 armor save on a 6 up. No, 1 more. 1 brave little Plague Monk attacking the Charybdis here.
4s.
1 hit.
3s.
And actually does 2 wounds. Because it explodes, so... does a wound. Charybdis will then go with his Fang Tentacles and Maws, hits on 4s, and kills on 3s. Yeah, kills him. But he does potentially do a mortal wound back to me. Oh, almost. So you've just got your other unit of Plague Monks to attack.
Yep.
So Plague Monks have piled back in. They're all going into the Charybdis. I'm going to spend a command point for all our defense. Taking me down to 1. So 4s to hit. And 4s to wounds. So it's going to be 4 saves on the Charybdis. Thanks to all our defense, these are a 3 up. Take 1. That is end of combat. So both the Charybdises, because they killed models, will heal. So this one heals D3 for 1. And this one heals D3 for 3. Goes back to 1 wound taken.
And that's what the...
And then the fumes from the furnace on a 4+. No. And that's that. So, Battle Shock. I only lost 3, so I'm going to not spend a command point. On a 6, I lose 1 dude. I'm fine. And Plague Monk's immune to Battle Shock thanks to the furnace. So with that, it's Skaven turn 2. Alright, so start of the turn. First of all, battle tactic for the Skaven. So battle tactic, he's gone for broken ranks. Which enemy unit are you going to try and kill? Probably... Yep, the 10 in the front here are going to be the ones that are going to try and die. Then heroic actions. I'll go try and generate a command point with my general up here on a 4+. He does. So he's got heroic leadership, standing on his cool heroic looking rock.
I'll try and heal.
So I'm going to try and heal the furnace over here on 2d6. Does so. Yep. D3. For 2.
2.
And so into praise, you're going to go with Filth. Remembering thanks to your Great Plagues, you got rerolls and everything. So goes off. And then your other plague is Rabid from the other furnace. Can reroll thanks to your Great Plague and succeeds. Cool. Magic wise then. Right, so you're going to go with the Dreaded Plague from the Vermilord.
7.
Goes off on an 8. I'm going to try and dispel. 7 goes off. So you're targeting this unit in the front here that you're going to try and kill.
Yep.
And so 10 dice. Every 4 up is a mortal wound on the unit. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so with that, that's all of the hero phase stuff. So we'll go into movement and come back after it's all done. Alright, movement all done. The Plague Monks are coming up around the back and then pretty much just all moving up the table and the Vermilord coming up a little bit as well. Time for some Skaven shooting. So we've got the Plague Furnaces. Not Plague Furnaces, Plague Claw Catapults.
Okay.
Alrighty, so first one, I'm going to use all our defense with my Heroic Leadership. So go for it, needing a 2. Hits. Wounding on a 3. Wounds. We've got a 5-up save. Fails. 2d6 damage, ouch. 6. And then the second one.
Yeah, do the same unit.
Hits. Wounds. 5-up save. Saved. Alright, so then the Vermilord, his Prehensile Tails into the Charybdis. So 3s. All hit. And 3s to wounds.
Yep.
All wounds. So these will be on a 4-up save thanks to your -1 and my +1 from Mystic Shield. Saved 1, takes 3. Goes back to the 4 that he was on. And so, charges. Who's charging first for the Skaven?
I charged the furnace into these.
Yep. 4. So I will elect an Unleash Hell here. So we're going to use an Unleash Hell here from the Corsairs. So Champion hits on 4s. He missed with both of his, of course. The rest of the unit hit on 5s. And 4s to wounds. And so 4-up saves. And then a 5-up ward after this. And that 3 then, and then 5-up ward. Oh, takes 2. Yep, so this lot of Plague Monks charging. You can roll your charge and decide after.
Yeah.
So. I got a 10. And the other unit of Plague Monks down the back will charge as well with 7. It's going to be close. So he's going to try a reroll. Need an 8. 6, no. Failed. So, any other charges? Vermilord?
No.
Cool, yep, Vermilord's charging after some much decision. 3, he will make it. I'm just outside of 3. So, you'll just get in. Cool, you're going to Titanic Jewel there. I will do the same. And then I will also, with this Charybdis, I'm going to stomp the Plague Monks there. Actually, no, I'm going to roar the furnace. I do not. I would have failed anything. So the Vermilord is going into the Charybdis. So 3s, 6s do mortal, so that's a mortal. And 3s to wounds. So 3, -1, I believe.
No rend.
No rend. So 3 up, fail 2. Damage 1.
Damage 1.
Yep, takes 2. Alright, so we spent another command point at the top of the combat phase for Atlam U Curs, giving +1 attack to all my profiles there. So we're going to attack with 2 dudes into the Plague Monks. So first weapon hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. And the second weapon hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 4 6-up saves on the Plague Monks. No, so 4 die. 4 dice back.
Yep.
Oh, 2. And so then our attacks into the Plague Furnace. So the first weapon hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. Oh, that's not a great roll. That's a really bad roll, actually. Wow. 4. And then our second weapon hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s with the second weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. And 1 cox. Can we get 6? We got 6. 50% better than the 4 up to wounds. That's 10. 10 wounds. Alrighty, so 4 up save. So those fail. And 5 up wounds. No, we'll take 6. That's 13. I think he's dead. Got him. Alright, so these Plague Monks, all of them get in. They've got Rabid, they charge, so they've got 4 attacks per model. They're all in range, so 80 attacks. Hitting on 4s, go for it. This is what 80 attacks looks like. And 4s to wound, 6s explode. And so then we got 5 up saves on the 10 dudes. I think we're going to be dead. Yeah, that's well and truly dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, dead. Alright, so 6 attacks into the furnace. First weapon, we are 4s to hit and 4s to wound. So 2 so far, and then 4s to hit with the second weapon and 5s to wound. So 3 all day on the furnace, no rends. Fail 2, 2 5-ups. I'll pass them both, fine. Alright, so you're going to put the big sensor here over the top, everything else into what the remaining core says. So 1 misses. Oh. So then he's got 2d6 attacks with his stuff, but he's got all his other attacks as well. So the Photon Staff, +1 to hit from all that attack.
3
hits and 3 to wound. Wounds, rends 1, so 6 up. Saved. 6 attacks from your crew.
4s.
3s, because you +1 to hit, don't forget. And then 2. Armor saves 5 up, save 1, 1 dies. Oh, this is not looking good for your battle tactic. 2d6 attacks, you need a good roll on this. 7, there's enough there.
4, 6, 7. Will they hit on? Will they hit on 2? 2s. Oh, 1.
Yeah, so 1 fail, and then you got 1 more hit.
And
3s. That's not going to be enough to get your battle tactic. I can still flee. I've got no command points though. So 6 ups. I saved 1. 2 more. So I've got my Charybdis to attack next into the Vermin Lord. So Vermin Lord's going to elect to use all-out defense. So going for my Fanged Tentacles, hit twice and wound twice. So you're going to ignore my Ren. So you got your 2 basic saves.
So 2 4s.
Fail 1. So 2 ward saves on your Vermin Lord. Takes a wound. Then d6 attacks with my tail. 6. Hitting on 4s. No. Hitting on 5s actually with the spike tail, and then wounding on 3s. 4 wounds. Go for it. No rends, so fails 3. And then a 5-up ward with them. Take another.
Yep.
My Clawed Forelimbs, 1 hit. 1 wound, 1 on your base save, -1. So, and then a 5-up ward. Saved. And the handlers, 1 hit. No wounds. So Charybdis over here into the Plague Monks, hitting on 4s. Hit with everything. Wounding on 3s, killing on 3s actually, so that is 8 damage. So them wiped. And then the 5 dead dudes into the Charybdis. Do nothing. End of combat. That Charybdis will heal because he killed models. So D3 heals 1, goes back to 4. And so your fumes over here on a 4-up. D3 mortals. 2. And that will mean with Battle Shock, my last 2 to run, I've got no command points to save him. So you'll just get your battle tactic. And so the Verminlord and his noxious fumes on the Charybdis, no, does nothing. So Battle Shock, I did lose a couple of more, I lost 6 from here, so I'll have to take a Battle Shock test. On a 1 or 2, I'm fine. On a 1, fine. And you've got no Battle Shock to take either, so...
13 with that.
Yeah, so... Let's go into priority for turn 3. You're going to score for this turn, actually. You get your battle tactic. You will take that objective. So you got 1 and 2, but you don't have more. So you're going to get 4 points for the turn. Alright, so priority, turn 3. Cities, got a 1. Skaven, got a 4. Skaven going to take the turn. So, into the turn for Skaven. First of all, battle tactic for the round. Alrighty, so you're going to go with Conquer for the Skaven over here. And then we're going to go into heroic actions. You said Finest Hour on the Verminlord. I will go with try and generate a command point on the General here. I do, so heroic leadership. Alright, so magic time, you're going with him first. Flaming Weapons. Needs a 5 to cast. Fails to cast.
And Dread Plague.
And then Dreaded Plague, you're going with the other spell.
Yep. 7.
8. I'm going to try and dispel it. And I do an 11.
Cool.
Yep, so Plague Furnace is going to go rabid on these guys over here. Goes off.
Cool.
And that's that.
That's it. I've only got 1 priest.
And so with all that, that's it. So movement time for the Skaven. Alright, so all the movement's done for the Skaven, moved up with Plague Monks pretty much just across the board, and then we're going to go shooting. So Verminlord shooting 3s and 3s with his Prehensile Tails. 3 hits. And 2's to wound actually, because you got your Finest Hour up. So 3, no Rens, or Ren 1? Ren 1. So 4 up save on the Charybdis. Take 1.
Cool.
So catapult number 1, targeting here. I'm going to go all out defense. So first one hits, wounds on a 3. Wounds, I got a 5-up save. Failed, 2d6 damage. Oh, ouch, 11. So the other catapult then over here into the other unit. So he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. I only have a 6-up save on this unit. I saved it too. And so charges. Plague Furnace is already in. So you just got the Plague Monks to charge.
Yeah, I'll try and charge those first.
Those ones first. Wanting a decent charge to get out your Plague Furnace's way, really. 8. And so charging the other unit of Plague Monks there. Anything but double 1 will do. 5. Easy.
Cool. And
then your other unit of Plague Monks up there. 4, that's not going to be enough. You've got a command point to reroll.
Yeah,
reroll. 5. Ooh, that's going to be close. Alright, so Plague Monks attacking first into the Corsairs. I'm using all our defense, so
yeah.
There we go. Just dropping dice everywhere. Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And wounding on 4s. 6s explode. So that is 2 6s. And so 4-up saves from the Corsairs. 3 die. And so 13 Corsairs here we've piled in, so we're now taking that furnace out of combat. So hitting on 3s. But wounding on 5s. Just 2. So 2 6-up saves on your Plague Monks.
No.
No, so 2 die. And then Death Frenzies, kill one back. Alright, so Vermin Lord's going to attack next into the Charybdis. Yep.
60.
So it's 2 mortals.
Yep.
And then 3's to hit. And 2's to wound though, because plus 1 to wound. So 4. 3 ups. Saved them all, so I'll just take 2. Go to 9. We will go with that Charybdis next, and he's actually going to put all his attacks into these Plague Monks here. So we're going to go with the Charybdis here. So 2 attacks with his Fanged Maw, hitting on 4s, 1 hit, killing on a 3, kills 2 Plague Monks from there. And then D6 attacks from his tail for 1, hitting on a 6, misses, 3s for his clawed forelimbs, and 3s to wound. So 1 more Plague Monk just dies because we're in 1. And then 2 attacks from the handler, both hit, both wound, 2 6-up saves. And kills 1 more.
Sweet.
So 4 Death Frenzies. And kills 1. So the Plague Monks attacking into the what's remaining of the Corsairs. So 3's to hit. And 4's to wound, 6's explode. Reroll that one. Oh no, he's flat. And so 5-up saves on the Corsairs. Past 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 die. Alrighty, so Corsairs into Plague Monks, hitting on 4s, 3s, oh yeah, 3s because we're still 10 strong. And 4s, 5 sorry actually with this one, so 2. 2 6-ups, 2 more Plague Monks die. So putting both of those on the Charybdis, 6s, 2 mortals. Oh, 1. Charybdis has 1 wound left. Alright, so these Plague Monks are attacking next. 2 of them going into the Charybdis. So, 4s. And 4s. 6s explode though. 1. So, 3 up. Fails and dies. Of course. And so, Plague Monks, the rest of them into the Corsairs, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s, 6s explode. That's 3 6s. They all come out. 3 and 3. These on 5s. It's not too shabby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, just enough. So we'll go this Charybdis over here with 4 attacks with his Fanged Maw, hitting on 4s, only hits once. 3s, so kills 2 Plague Monks. And D6 attacks for his tail. For 3. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 1 more. Armor saves this time on a 6. Saved. Clawed forelimbs on 3s. And 3s to kill. 2 die, because we're in 1. And then 2 from the handlers. 4s. And 4s, nothing. So 4 dice back at that Charybdis, nothing. So Dread Spears, we are hitting on 4s. 6s become Ren 1. So the Ren 1 one on a 4. That just kills a Plague Monk, because it's Ren 1. And these on 4s, so 2 6-up armor saves. 2 more. 3 that die. Do you want to put them into the Dread Spears or the Corsairs?
Go to Dread Spears.
Cool. No. Alrighty, so going with the Corsairs then, into the Plague Monks. First weapon hits on 3s. And wounds on 4s. It's better. And the second weapon hits on 3s. And wounds on 5s though. 1, 2, 3. So this many saves. 6 ups on your Plague Monks. So 2, so that's going to be 6, 7 dead Plague Monks. And so 7 death throws back into the Corsairs. Nothing. Oh no, 1. The one that went down here did 1. 1 that went off screen. Right, so Battle Shock phase, you're auto passing them. I lost 4 dudes from that unit, so I will lose some. On 5, I'll lose 1 more Corsair here. They're immune, they're immune. I'm auto passing the Corsairs. I didn't lose any Dread Spears. So that is that. You're going to score for this turn. You control that 1 still. Control 2. Control 3. So you do control more this turn. And you've got Conquer, so you get full 5 victory points. So battle tactic for the turn, we're going to go with Broken Ranks, picking that unit. Our Adjutant will generate a command point on a 4+. She does not. Heroic action, we will go with our... what do we want to do? We'll try and generate... We'll go Finest Hour on him. And then we will go with Magic. So we'll start with Word of Pain from her. She'll go into these Plague Monks here. So does not go off. He will then go Shadow Daggers on the Plague Furnace. Goes off on a 9. You may want to try and stop that, because that's D6 mortals. Need a 10. No. So D6 mortals on the Plague Furnace. For 6. So 5 ups. Take 3. Cool. She will then go Mystic Shield on the Charybdis. Goes off. And with that, it's time for movement. We'll come back after it's all done. And then, movement all done, the chariots come around behind the big guy, and then we've moved up, moved our general down. Other chariots just sort of move around here. Other than that, it's time for shooting. So, going with these Corsairs into the Plague Monks, so hitting on 5s and wounding on 4s is 2 armor saves on a 6+. No. 2 dead Plague Monks. And so 2 chariots into the furnace here. So hitting on 4s with the 5s with the crossbow. Sorry, so it was 2, and wounding on 4s. 1 armor save. Saved. And the 2 Ravager harpoons behind it. It's going to be D3 mortals. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. No wounds, so D3 mortals for 2. Takes another. 2 chariots here then, going into the Plague Monks. So hitting on 5s with their crossbows. No wounds, and then the Ravager harpoons. Ooh. So that's D3 mortals. And then they all go straight through, so 3d3 damage. 6, 7, yeah, they're gone. Just. Alright, so Corsairs here, we have a 9-inch charge over to the Plague Monks, so we're going to try it. And 6. We're going to use a reroll. Just need to get a 6, 7, 8, yeah, not quite. So these Corsairs will charge the Plague Monks then. 7, 8, they'll get in. General will charge as well. So he's going to come back here as I knock my sorceress off. Alright, so Corsairs, after using At Them You Curs, we've got the +1 attack on both weapons. So first weapon hits on 3s. Sorry, it's 4s to hit actually, because they're not 15 strong. So then we will be hitting on, wounding on 4s. So that's a decent amount of wounds. The second weapon will hit on 4s as well. And wound on 5s. Decent roll. So that many 6-up armor saves on your Plague Monks. So 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dead And then 9 of the death throws. Nothing. Cool, cool. Your turn to pick one of the 2 fights.
Yeah,
these guys. So I'm going to use all that defense on the Dread Spears. So 26 attacks, hitting on 3s. And then 4s to wound. So decent amount of 6s. And so 3 up saves on the Dread Spears with all our defense. We failed 2. Wow, what a roll. And so the General, 3 attacks with his Wicked Cutlass, hitting on 3s. Wow, 1 hit for his best day ever. Not great. Doesn't even wound. Murder Hook. Wow, not exactly his best day ever. So, Plague Monks going to attack. Wait, you got another 4 attacks because they do have the +1 attack on them.
Oh, yes. Yep.
So they've got 3 attacks each. So 4s. There we go.
Yep.
And 4s, 6s explode. So it's 2 explodes, and so those 2 go back in. 5 up saves on the Corsairs. Wow. 4, so 3 die. And so we've got the 2 fights over here left for me. So I've got 3 Corsairs, 1 hit, and a 5 to wound. 1 wound on the Plague Monk, so 1 6 up save. No, 1 dead. And the Dread Spears to go. And then the Dread Spears to attack. So we are 4s, 6s are rend 1. So these just kill a Plague Monk. So 1 dead Plague Monk. And then 4s, 1 armor save to make. The 6 up. No, so no one dies. So Battle Shock for the turn. Dread Spears lost 2, so their bravery 7 + 1, so 8. They're fine with the banner. They didn't lose any. They lost 3, so they'll lose 1 on the 6. They're fine. Both your units are within Battle Shock immunity range. And so priority for turn 4. Got a 3, Skaven. Got a 2. Gonna take it, and this probably will be game. So, battle tactic for turn, we're going to pick Repel, picking this unit in my territory to kill. Heroic actions, we're going to go with generating a command point with our general on nope. And you're going to try and do the heal. Yep, so heals D3 on your Vermin Lord for 2. So, Sorceress, she's going to go with a Word of Pain. We're going to put it down into these Skaven here. Goes off on a 12, you can't stop it, so D3 mortals to them for 3, so 3 of those monks just die. And they're also, that last one's also -1 to hit to boot.
Yep.
And then he'll use Shadow Daggers. Goes off on a 9, you can try and stop that, it's D6 mortals. I'm targeting the 1 dude though. Nope, so he just dies because D6 mortals. And then we will go with Mystic Shield on the big unit of Corsairs. Goes off an 11. Alrighty, so into shooting after movement, we're going to go with these 2 chariots over here. So we've got our crossbows to begin with. We have 8 shots into the monks, so 5s to hit. And 4s to wound. 1 armor save on the monks, with a 6 up. Oh, saved it. 2 Ravager harpoons into them. Wow, just 1 hit. No wounds. Wow. However, we will go over here, the 2 into the Vermin Lord. So 5s to hit. Of course, we get the good hits over here. 4s to wound. 1 wound on the Vermin Lord.
4 up.
Saved. And 2 Ravager harpoons. So it's 1 hit and D3 mortals, 3 to wound. So 1 armor save at -1.
5.
Saved. So D3 mortals for 1. 5 up. Saved. So 3 Corsairs, we're going to give them all that attack, so hitting on 4s. Wow. And 4s. 1 6 up armor save on your Plague Monks. Saved again. Wow. So we're going to charge with these Corsairs over here then. That's 6, 7, 8. Or 7, sorry. So we'll charge with the General instead. Nope. We'll charge our Sorceress down. Nope. We'll charge that Chariot over there. No. Charge the other Chariot. No. Wow. Charybdis is going to charge over here though. He's in, so he's just going to tie up both of your catapults like that. And then combat will go over here. So Dread Spears attacking, we're going to give them all that attack, so 3s to hit. 6s become round 1. So 4s, nothing. And 4s, 1 6-up save on your Plague Monks. None dies. So Plague Monks can attack back. So 2 into the Corsairs. 1 hit. Oh, 2 hits because they're swords. 2. 1. So 5 up. Saved. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So into the Dread Spears. 3s. And 4s. So that will turn into 4 though. So 4 up saves on the Dread Spears. Fail 2. And I've got my 3 Corsairs. 2 hits. No wounds. So they're going to survive. You've got your Plague Furnace into the Charybdis. And so we're looking at the board and seeing what's left of the poor Skaven. He might kill over here, but unfortunately his Verminlord can't kill everything here. The Charybdis and the Corsairs are just going to control the board. He's not going to be able to take all the objectives on the table. So we're going to call the game here. It's going to be a victory to the cities of Sigmar. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, drop us a comment down below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Cinderful Gaming, you can do so by joining our Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel and get your name up on the screen like all these fantastic people do, you can do so by supporting us either on Patreon or YouTube members. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd love to give them a shout out. So a shout out to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Dynet226. And a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, Adriana Edwards, and Sean Scott. A special thanks as well to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work for our channel's Discord server as well. Thank you all for watching. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.